What's up, guys? Hi, I'm Parang from Havenspire, and I'm going to be walking you through with the Sniper Shots trade breakdown today. So we had no trades today because the market was kind of choppy and it was not suiting the style of my trading, and I could not really find an A plus setup. So I'm going to walk you through of what were we watching, which stocks actually moved, what was in the watch list, and why did we not trade them? Why did we decide just to stay cash all day long? And why is it really important for you to avoid trading in days like these where you don't really find opportunities to trade, or why, or where you are not really comfortable on trading something, right? It's not really important for us to trade every day, and that is where um, that is what was the day today. So that's what I'm going to be explaining, and I hope you learn and enjoy the video. Today's day was kind of a very slow day when it comes to the setups that I personally trade and what we trade on Sniper Shots. So essentially, there were three or four stocks in my watch list, and I knew that you had to be very, very stock specific if you really wanted to take any trades in the market today. And that has been the case for the last 3, 4 days. Nifty has been steadily rising, but there have been stock sectors which are outperforming. So power sector today, and even yesterday, Power Grid, Tata Power, even Adani Power today, 17% to 20% up. So you had to be very, very stock selective. So there were quite a few stocks that were there in my mind. So one of them was Tata Power, but Tata Power immediately right off the bat in the morning itself, it spiked up by around 3.5%, and obviously there was no entry there. So I kind of avoided that. And then as I observed the market, I was kind of seeing that Nifty was kind of flattish and Bank Nifty was weak. So there was always this rollover thing of, me thinking that might be that the index might get weak. But we saw a lot of momentum from IT. One of the IT names that I had in watch today was Emphasis and Coforge. So Coforge moved really well, but I could not really get an entry in Coforge. Emphasis, they had some news today, and that's the reason why it was kind of not moving properly. And that's why I had no entry in Emphasis as well. Apart from that, I had HDFC Life and the DLF, both of them on my watch, and I'm going to be walking you through both of these stocks and why we did not took, even a single trade. So there are days like today where you have to just sit cash and just observe the market. If you're not getting your setups, don't force yourself to trade, right? That's not the objective. You don't have to come every day, and there's no compulsion to always take a trade. You can step back, you can understand your setups, you can realize that okay, this is a particular thing that I want to see from the market. If I'm not getting that, I don't really have to force myself into a trade. And on days like these, if you don't have your setup and if you kind of force yourself in trades, you get caught up into bad trades, and you definitely want to avoid that. So as you can see here, this is 11:30 a.m., the first place where I was kind of feeling that, okay, there might be some move in this particular stock. So HDFC Life was something that I was watching. Now, personally, I don't like to chase any particular stock. So there were a lot of stocks which were very, very hot, but they had already moved in the first 15-20 minutes. So I kind of avoid to take those trades. So HDFC Life was also one of them which moved a decent bit in the morning. So there was an opening drive push, but after that the stock was kind of consolidating. Now that's what I look like. It was consolidating around the previous day's range, around the previous day high, and it was a very good bullish setup. So what you can see here is it is an extremely bullish structure, and I will update entries. That's what I told all the members. 688.89 is huge supply. Want to see consolidation there and then a spike up. Keep it on your radar. So this is what HDFC Life was looking like when I had shared this particular screenshot. So what you can see here is it had, picked up some demand from the previous day closing, pushed down in the morning, and then just spiked up. So after this, there was a good consolidation with low volumes happening. So I was kind of liking it, but I knew there was a lot of supply at 688, 689. So wanted that to get cleared at least with a consolidation and then a breakout. So I was quite confident. So this is 11:59. So half an hour later, I'm still waiting. So now this is another thing that you will have to adapt as a trader, that you have to wait. You can't really rush. Even though you're tracking this stock has been in your watch list, you can't really jump unless and until it gives you an entry trigger. So I was kind of waiting still for it to consolidate here and take out this supply and then give an entry. But still, we did not get an entry. right? So this is 12:15 p.m. now. This is more than 1.5 hours waiting, and I was still cash. I was not trading anything. I was waiting for Europe to open. I was waiting for some action after 1:30, which is usually the institutional time when they get active. So that's what I was telling people, what I'm trying to explain to you right now, that you have to wait for your setup. You just can't rush. You will be caught in bad trades. You will be emotional. And we as traders want to avoid that, right? So this is 1:52 now. This is 2 hours of me just waiting to find something. But again, this is self-control is very important. You need to understand where is the place where you have the highest probability of winning whenever whichever trade you're taking. So at 1:52, I realized that there's no A plus setup today for me, and that's the reason why probably even if we don't take a trade, that's going to be fine, because the market is going to be there all day long, right? So for 250 days a year, the market is on, and you can find out opportunities every day. So your task and your job as a trader is to just trade the best A plus setups that you are very confident about. So if you see around 2 o'clock, the thing that I was kind of expecting from HDFC Live actually happened. But again, this never gave an entry. This was kind of consolidating here. I wanted to see this, consolidation near the supply, but then it just spiked up without giving an entry. So that's what I am telling people. This did not trigger an entry, and this was basically missed because of that. And then it actually gave a decent 4 5 point move, around a 1% move after it bouncing from the VWAP. So this was one trade which was I was constantly monitoring, and the other one was DLF. So I'll just quickly walk you through DLF. Again, DLF was something that had been real estate stocks, especially they had been very good. Godrej Properties, DLF, Suntech, Sobha, all of these were kind of very, very good, and they were having a lot of momentum. So I was kind of watching DLF for another break, but then DLF also was kind of choppy. So I'm just going to show you how DLF was actually on my watch, but I kind of ignored it because, again, you have to be very specific, and it was not kind of showing exactly the way I wanted to see it, right? So one more thing is that there were a lot of stocks, for example, Tata Motors, which was in my watch, but again, that particular stock did not really play out in the core hours of trading. It actually shot up around 2:40 or 2:50 p.m. So that was again an opportunity which was not caught by us. But that's completely fine. I think if you know what you're doing, and if you can understand that the reason why you were not able to catch something, and if you're not taking a bad trade, that's very good. So that's particularly fine. And today, if you look at the index, also the index moved up. It was trending in the morning, and then it was kind of very choppy. It was moving up, then two or three big range, big spread red candles to just kind of shake people out. Then again, it was slowly and slowly moving up, and then again shaking people out. So it was not a typical trending day, or not a typical day where I would at least expect some action. So this is the chart now. So I'll just quickly walk you through of what I was actually looking at. So this is Nifty's chart today. So as you can see, Nifty kind of dumped really hard in the morning, and then after that, it was just kind of trying to move up, push down, trying to move up, push down, trying to move up, push down, and all these pushes were basically because of sector-specific things that were actually happening. So power sector was doing well, IT was doing well, banks were not doing particularly well. This particular spike was actually caused by SBI and other banks trying to push in the midday, but then again, even that failed. So if I walk you through DLF, I was watching DLF because I wanted to I like the structure what it had been doing in the past. So it had been moving up nicely, so I was wanting to wait for a break of this supply and then just moving up, because if you look at DLF on the daily time frame, it looks quite solid. So it was breaking this entire range. All of this supply was getting taken out, and DLF is all ready to touch the 325, 330, the previous highs that DLF had created. So again, it was on my watch list, but again, no entries were found. So this spike here is again happened really at the end of the day, towards the end of the day, and I did not really like this entire junction, this entire area where it was trying to test the supply. So this entire area I did not quite like as much as I would want it to see. So again, this was not triggering any entry for me. I did not really like this particular opening drive action on DLF, and then it was just consolidating. Here is where I thought we might get an entry, but then I kind of avoided it. I was like, might be just forcing a trade, and then it just spikes up, comes back down, and then even if you take this trade here, your risk reward is not even completed even after this push. So again, this is another example of if you have to stay patient, you have to stay patient. And if you don't find an entry in a particular stock, that's completely fine. So that was my thought process behind it, and that was the reason why we could not take any trade and we stayed cash. And as they say, cash is also a position in the market. So essentially, this was the recap of the sniper shots, and we just stayed cash because we did not find any opportunity. It was as simple as that. Tomorrow we'll again follow the same process. If we find some opportunities, if we take some trades, we're going to share it with you. Thank you so much for watching this. Bye bye.